Hi, friends. Huge week around here. As many of you know, we released the next 90-day nutrition coaching certification program. What is formerly known as the Dr. Mark Method is now the Nutrition Coaching Academy. Really, really cool. Something that we've been working on for the last 3-ish months before we shut down the last program. We had some things in the works. We've been working hard on it. I'm very excited to share with you, number one, what we've been up to. Number two, how we're going to launch it and how the process is going to go. Number three, why it's going to help you take your nutrition coaching business to the next level. Really, really excited about it. Liz, thanks for tuning in. You say you're bummed that you're going to miss this, probably because we're going to do another giveaway. And I think you have mentioned in the past wanted to get on that. So I have a customer lunch meeting at noon today. I'm going to include you in the giveaway because number one, you tuned in and attended and added a comment there. And that's going to be a big part of this is that, especially with the giveaway, you engage in this, ask some questions, you're going to be included. The other thing you need to do for the giveaway today, which I'll tell you a little bit more about what I'm actually going to give away, but you need to register for our nutrition coaching symposium next week, 2 weeks ago, actually, on April 23rd. As a way to launch the new business and get, give back to the community, get people excited. We're going to be hosting a 3-day online nutrition coaching symposium. Got 11 speakers invited. They're going to be live interview style question and answer sessions hosted by me right here on the YouTube channel. It's going to be completely free to attend. But by registering, you're going to get all of the recordings as well as some coaching resources provided by the actual presenters, which is super exciting. So there's 2 things you need to do to get into the giveaway today. Go register for the Nutrition Coaching Academy online coaching symposium. It's going to start April 23rd. But just by registering, you'll be entered, as well as engage in the chat today and ask me some questions about nutrition coaching, where the business is going, all of those things, and I'll enter you in the raffle. We're going to raffle it off next week once I give this some time just to get people entered and go from there. Yeah. Okay. A few things though. Why the change with the business? The Dr. Mark Method program in itself is amazing. I'm candidly, there is absolutely nothing wrong with it. What we wanted to do for you guys is just number one, align it with a bigger vision, a little bit less about me and my approach and more about this world-class coaching program and the people involved with it. So a name like the Nutrition Coaching Academy speaks to that. It's professional, it's elevated. I think that's going to bring the best out of everyone. So that's the direction that we're going. In terms of changes within the program, it's still the same amazing 90-day online nutrition certification. But what we've done is just study our best students, the ones that got crazy results in terms of transformed clients through the program, like really applied the science of nutrition to a nutrition coaching module using our steps, got clients amazing results. We studied them. We studied the students that through our support resources guidance got the most clients and built the best businesses on their own terms. What we did is just remap the process to get those clients results. And that's what we're presenting in the new curriculum and process. I actually had a sales call about the program in the last few weeks. And the coach was asking, I didn't know, I wasn't really sure what was included in the certification. Like, is it a course? Is it a program? Is there support and mentorship? What we've done within this program is, number one, there's a course. If you're starting from scratch, you're going to have and understand all the science, all the nutrition to be able to coach people. Like it's basic in the sense that we do give you the confidence and knowledge to be able to do that stuff. You know how to set clients up on plans, you know how to assess them, you know how to feel confident speaking about these things. That's included. The game changer though is like, how do we develop that into a business model? Like how do we coach people? How do we stay organized? How do we promote this? How do we market it? How do we sell it? How do we get clients? How do we coach them? We do all of that. And then I think the best thing, based on the feedback we get within the program, there's personal support, individualized support within the program. This isn't a course you just work through on your own. Community discussion board with your peers and other coaches going through the same process as you, which is super valuable, as well as myself and our team are there every step of the way to craft this learning experience to you. So what questions you have, how you're doing it. We have so many coaches that just crush it with in-person referrals and networking events. And we have other coaches that are just like blowing up on social media, and they need to leverage those things. We help you leverage your strengths, your skills, what's going well, culturally, what's up, the trends, all those things to build a business. We do all of that stuff. Marilyn says, hi, Dr. Mark, I will register for the webinar. Don't know if I can stay along for this as I'm in the middle of something. Well, Marilyn, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for dropping a comment, and thank you for registering for the webinar. I'm going to put both you and Liz on our giveaway list here today. As you guys are listening to this, let me know what questions you have. I'm just going to pull up a list so that I'm starting to stay organized here. But yeah, like we're very excited about the direction of the company here. We've been working hard at the branding and the logo and making it, professional and academic, but at the same time, results focused, which is very much what we are all about. So that's what things are. It's the direction things are going. Let me put down. I got Liz, Mello, Marilyn, Zinc, and now got Jaspreet. Jaspreet Singh says, I'm just getting started with no knowledge about nutrition. How can I get started for nutrition coaching? That's a great question. Jaspreet, tell me a little bit more. And I saw some likes coming in. Again, hitting that like button, guys, as you're watching helps the video get pushed and go further, and your engagement is amazing as well. So make sure you do that and sign up for the symposium and let me know you just did it so that I can put you in this giveaway that we're doing today. But Jaspreet, tell me a little bit more about your situation and why you want to get into nutrition coaching. In my experience, people come into this stuff for different reasons. But in my experience, there's three things why they do it. And you can be a combination of all three, but the three main ones are, number one, you have a passion for this content area. Either it's changed your own life and you know the power of it, or you have your own personal story, or just like nutrition fitness is the thing that you can't stop thinking about. You have a passion for it and you want to help others. That is usually closely tied. Stella, thanks so much. Stella is a graduate of our program, as well as someone that's continuing on for the next little bit. And I appreciate you tuning in, Stella, and saying those kind words. I'm glad you feel it's worth it. I'm glad you went down this path. You're an amazing coach, and I'm excited to see where you take your nutrition coaching, and happy to play a small part of it. So amazing. Thanks for that, Stella. But in terms of passion, service is definitely closely tied to that in terms of like, okay, you have that strong drive for the content area and now you want to help others. So that's a big part of it. The other two, and I almost think about this as like a triangle at times. The other two is you're looking awesome, Jaspreet. So I have a passion and want to help others. You're looking for a way to make income, be it like as a side hustle or eventually your full-time thing. Maybe you're tired of, like, it's time for a change. You're tired of doing things that don't really align with what fires you up and that type of stuff. And now you're looking for a way to take that and make money doing it without having to trade time for money. Like, you've worked the hourly jobs, you've worked the salary stuff. You know that like to get where you want to go in life, you can no longer do that. That'd be the second one. The third one is you're looking for a way to help people and make money, but in a flexible capacity. Like, you want to be able to do it on your own terms, start your own business, and fulfill the actual job that you're doing wherever you want, whatever time you want, and you need a coaching model to do that. That's why generally people start nutrition coaching. Now, you can have like a combination of all three of those things, but usually there's a pull in one direction or the other. For you, Jaspreet, I have passion and want to help others. It sounds like the best place to start And the next question I would have for you is like, have you ever been coached? Would be the next thing, because I think a lot of times understanding how a coach helps people can give you a better idea of how all this stuff works would be the biggest thing. But it sounds like the best place to start is getting that foundational nutritional knowledge of how you would help someone and then going from there. Checking out the symposium next week would be a good place to start, because you're going to get a lot of ideas around how nutrition coaches help people. But that would be the best place to start. And if you want the fast track to success, without a doubt, take our program. It's a certification, but it's so much more than that. Patty says, haven't taken the leap yet, but still working on moving in that direction. Amazing, Patty. Patty, let me ask you this. And I know you're a long-term client of mine. Why haven't you taken the leap? Why haven't you pulled the trigger and done it? We got to get you in. I'm happy that you're working towards that, but I think the biggest thing is I think you'll save yourself time just by getting into that environment and taking it to the next level. Amy says, Amy, one of our rockstar clients here, graduate of the program, now in our level 2 program. You're in the right place, Jaspreet. I came to Dr. Mark's program with limited knowledge, just what I'd gathered from my own experience and learn what I needed to get people results. Thank you so much, Amy. You're such a good example of that. If you love nutrition and fitness and it's changed your life and you're passionate about it, a lot of times you just need the right coaching model, the right way to approach that. Because I think here's one of the biggest drawbacks. You want to help people. Maybe people already see you as the person that can help them. They're asking you questions. You like to get this stuff going. Typically what happens is like you want to help them in a paid capacity, but what ends up transpiring is that you send some messages back and forth. Maybe you have some conversations with someone and it never really goes anywhere. You give them tips and habits and knowledge and things to work on, but that never usually works. If it did, I'd probably still be doing that. But it doesn't work and you don't get paid for it and no one really wins. So the way you got to approach it is like an actual coaching process where someone's interested, you collect some information about, I mean, this is how you work on your sales skills. You collect some information on what they want to accomplish, what they feel like is holding them back. And if you have a process in place where you can show them what's holding them back, they'll immediately see you as the person that can help them. So that's what we do within the free nutrition report. We build out that process. We deliver it to someone. We show them how they can help. We get them started on coaching. We set them up on the plan. We stay organized within a coaching system so that it's like professional and all those things. And then from there, that's where you start getting results and you get compensated for it. You got to have the right coaching offer. You got to approach it the right way, but that's the best place to actually put this stuff into action. Outside of that, if you're trying to do And a lot of times you just need the push and support to be able to do that. You need to be shown the right way, but you also need to have people in your corner that believe you can do it just as much as you can. And that's what's going to be successful. Awesome, Jaspreet. Glad to hear you're signed up for that. We're going to have tons of good resources and examples through that process put on by the Nutrition Coaching Academy, which is really, really exciting. It's exciting to say that. That's coming to life. That symposium is going to be completely online between April 23rd and April 25th. Everything will be recorded. And to get those recordings and to get all the coaching resources, you need to be signed up there at the link. So go to nutritioncoachingacademy.com/symposium. I'll drop it in the chat here again, guys. And by registering for that and engaging in our live today, you're going to be signed up for our giveaway. You guys ready to hear what's included in the giveaway? Here's what's included in the giveaway. Number one, if you haven't yet checked out my book, From Passion to Profit, this is a 300-page nutrition coaching manual. I'm going to send you that. Maybe you need some help on the social media side of things and getting clients. I'm going to give you our social media course for nutrition coaches called the 5 Client Formula. It's an amazing resource, gives you tons of different like templates, styles of creating content, as well as the science behind getting people to like actually be motivated to change through the content that you're posting. It's an amazing resource. I'm going to include that as well as our entire Dr. Mark Method nutrition coaching system, all the resources, templates, the system, all of those things. If you engage in this chat today or if you're watching the replay and you drop a comment about nutrition coaching, ask me a question, as well as sign up. You got to sign up for that symposium. I will put you in the raffle. I have some names already that I'm building out today. Awesome. Cool. Patty says, so get signed up for that stuff, guys, and hit that like button. Let's push this video and blow it up. We're so excited about the future. In terms of the next steps with the actual program too, I can talk about that in a second. But Patty says, I've completed PN level 1 and level 2. I have the info, the experience, but I'm lacking the system. Let's help you develop that system and put it into action. I think sometimes these type of like scenarios, you've invested in yourself already and you've done the things. PN level 2 is not a cakewalk. Like it's a serious program. It's a significant investment and time and resources and all those things. But what you need to do is now have the push and the coaching system to help others. So I totally get that. Let's do it. Let's do it, Patty. Okay, the next steps within the program, got the symposium coming up April 23rd to 25th. The week after that, we're going to be putting on our open house webinar. That's where you come in and you see what the program is all about, ask some questions, all those type of things. There's going to be an exclusive offer for the program on, April 30th, Wednesday, April 30th. I got a timeline in my head. I don't have a list in front of me. I do have a list, but it's not in front of me. But I know all the dates. And then at that point, April 30th, we'll do the open house webinar. That's the best place to get signed up because there is going to be a financial discount if you come and sign up then. But then open enrollment will start on May 1st. We're going to close it before the program launches and starts on May 12th. That's the timeline for the next month. Very excited. We're working really hard behind the scenes to get everything prepared and put this new program into life. Many of you that are in a level 2 program will also be brought into it and continue to build that community support and aspect, which is super, super important. That's one of the best things. I know, like the Amy's and the Stellas, you guys are in the chat. Like I know you guys push each other and support each other, obviously with our guidance and support, but there's a community of people that want to see you succeed and do this. And we've been able to create that and foster that. And it's just as important as anything else. I know a lot of times online coaching, we talked about the flexibility. We talked about all the perks of making money on your own terms and doing what you want. But at times it can feel a little bit isolating. You feel like, who am I talking to? Like some of those connections can be lacking unless you have a community of people that are supporting you and guiding you. We've had people even in the last little bit come to that realization on their own. It's like, hey, sometimes I feel a little isolated alone, but I know these people got my back and these people are here to support me and I can reach out to them and all those things. So that part is really, really good and worthwhile. Cool. Okay, guys. So for the giveaway today, and here's what I'm going to do as well. Since you guys tuned in live, everyone that's on my list that's been added to here, I'm going to give you guys double the entries in the giveaway. That's only fair that you tuned in live. So you got Liz, Marilyn, Jaspreet, Patty, Amy, Stella. If you haven't heard your name yet, I think I said Marilyn too. If you haven't heard your name yet, make sure you sign up for the Nutrition Coach Academy Symposium, which is completely free, by the way. There's no catch there. You're just going to get a bunch of coaching resources and recordings on coaching. But also drop something in the chat as we go live. If you're watching the replay, you by all means can enter this, and I encourage you to. You're just not going to get the double entries, which, I mean, statistically, you still have a pretty good chance of winning. So that's all good. Amy says the best community in there. I've been so impressed. Having other people around you doing the same thing and facing similar challenges is invaluable, without a doubt. I honestly, how do I say this? I feel like we give too much support at times. We'd be too well supported. I know Amy's first interaction in the program was a 10-minute personal response from Coach Meredith on our team. And I remember that's when things changed for her. It's like actual people that are helping you along this path, meeting where you're at, giving you the push, giving you the support, but also like we've done, personally, I've done nothing other than start and grow nutrition coaching businesses for the last 12 years. Like that's my main focus. So through conversations around the nutrition side of things and how to work with clients and how to get them results and how to help them work through, help them work through their own things and coach them. We do that, but also in terms of like how to present yourself, how to get clients, how to have conversations with potential clients, like this business side of things. We just pick up on patterns very quickly and can give you the specific strategies you need to get this going. Patrick says, thanks, Dr. Mark. Looking forward to the symposium. Just signed up. Amazing, Patrick. So happy to hear that. I know you're working on your own nutrition now. I'm excited to see you take these steps and push this stuff forward. Stella says there's the whole aspect of accountability that you get from this community that will continuously challenge you to improve and stay tuned. Yeah, that's a big part of like my personal ethos and philosophy around all this stuff is that like life is just one big opportunity to get better and improve. And it's by no means linear and you're going to have like ups and downs, but as long as you're continuously working towards those things and what you put into the world, you'll be in a good place. And through this program is just an extension of that, pushing yourself, evolving, do things that scare you. If I'm being candid about the evolution of the program, there's things like I'd be happy to do the exact same thing for the rest of my life. Like I would, no change, just content, which is good. That's not a bad way to live life, but we don't get better doing that stuff. We don't get better if we don't grow and evolve and push ourselves. And I personally want to be the example of that. We talk so much about, it's funny to me that people, they tell me like, oh, your video content is so good and how you speak about this stuff. I got to pull up some stuff from just a few years ago, 3, 4, 5 years ago. You guys would laugh with me about how bad/different it is. You don't grow, you don't evolve unless you put yourself out there and do that type of thing. Big month ahead. We have the Nutrition Coaching Symposium presented by the Nutrition Coaching Academy starting April 23rd to 25th. There's registration there in the chat. It'll also be in the description. You can just take a look at it at nutritioncoachingacademy.com/symposium. Get registered for that, as well as drop a comment on this video, engage in the content. Because if you do that, you're going to be entered into our giveaway that I will raffle off next week. You're going to get a copy of From Passion to Profit, our 300-page nutrition coaching manual. The real thing, it's like a physical copy of a book. Signed one this week and sent it off. Karen from our program wanted a signed copy. So it's on its way to Australia, Karen. I don't know where it is right now exactly. Sorry, I got distracted. There's a hair on my microphone. Get that out of here. You're going to copy of that. You're also going to get a digital copy of our social media course for nutrition coaches, the 5 client formula, an amazing resource, so many templates, scripts for videos, things to say, the push to do it, and the science behind why people sign up for things. We go through that all in that program. It's a self-guided course, as well as the entire nutrition, Dr. Mark Method nutrition coaching system, templates, scripts, application forms, how to approach coaching. You're going to get all that stuff if you engage in this and sign up for the symposium. That's it for today, guys. Do you guys have any questions about things coming up? Next steps? The timeline? We're going to do that symposium. The week after the symposium, there will be an open house webinar, which is going to be your first chance to register for the new program and get signed up. There is going to be a discount within that webinar. So make sure to come to that and get signed up. There'll be more information around that in the next few weeks. But the best place to start will be the symposium. And then there'll be open enrollment starting May 1st. And we're going to start the next program on May 12th. That's the timeline. What questions do you guys have? Got 10 people. What are you most excited about with the changes? There's 2 things, Amy. Thanks for that question. Really, really good. Me personally, I might have missed you talking about this. I think a few things. There's two things that I'm most excited about. The one's a bit woo woo, so just bear with me for a second. Um, I guess I'm the leader of this program and the creator and all those things. At times, when you do something for so long, things become natural and habitual, and that's good. I feel like this next step is just taking things to the next level. In many ways, strategically, we'll talk about what's changed in a second. But in many ways, like that's the biggest thing. And when you make those big, bolder changes and put those things out there, I think good things happen. And I think we're going to attract more people, more of the right coaches, and put that type of stuff out in the world. And I think it starts with, honestly, I wouldn't call them business problems, but a lot of times business problems are just personal problems in disguise. And I've never been so motivated to grow this and help people. So I think part of these changes, a lot of that is coming along with that. So I'm excited about that specifically. The second part is, and keep in mind, I've done nothing other than coach people. I know you personally have been coached by me. You've taken our program. You've really immersed yourself in all of those things. I feel like at times, people that are passionate about coaching, they want nothing else other than to help others and give others everything that they know in terms of like knowledge and strategies and like everything under the sun, which feels good, right? Like who doesn't want to help people and impact people the best you can? The limiting nature of that at times is that you can give people too much stuff. For me, coaching and the power of coaching is clarity and focus and getting dialed in and narrowing. Coaching to me isn't giving someone everything you know. It's giving them only what they need to know to get a specific result. And honestly, through that process of limiting and focus and clarity, people learn a lot. They actually learn what's the most important thing instead of it being all of it given to them. So what we've done within the program and what I'm most excited about isn't so much what we've added in, although we've added in a bit. I'm kind of reformatting some things and trying to make it like as seamless as possible and as organized, which honestly, again, I don't want to toot my own horn. It was really good to begin with. I know students were saying like, I had questions about something, and it literally was answered like within the next 3 slides of what I was watching or learning, or the next week, or it was coming up, because proper education should be designed like that. It should build off stuff. It should be cohesive and leading people to a path. And I think higher education does that a lot of times when it's like properly designed, would be the biggest thing. It's like you take people through those steps. But what we've done with the next thing is study coaches just like you and try to remove the stuff that doesn't matter as much, that doesn't push the needle, that doesn't give you what you need. I spent 12 years in university jumping through hoops to get titles and certifications and degrees and check things off. And a lot of it is taught like from educators. It's just what's being asked by educators is just busy work. Anytime we can eliminate some of that stuff, people are in a better spot to focus on what matters and do the work that's most meaningful and going to deliver the most results. So the thing that we've come up with is just putting that into place. I think I just went off for 5 minutes on all that. That's what I'm most excited about. Does that make sense? Does that bring up any other questions for you? Because I'm excited to chat a little bit more about it. But that's really what we're focusing on within that, is like delivering only what coaches need to start and grow their coaching business, focus on results. To me, like I love that through this process, you learn exactly what you need to do with the science of nutrition. But I'm just as proud at the end when you're like, I'm working with people, I have paying clients, I have a coaching system where it's organized and I know exactly what I need to do and I know why I need to do it. It's those steps that we really pride ourselves on delivering. Yeah, those are my thoughts. All right, gang. If there's not any other questions, keep in mind, sign up for the symposium, drop a comment in the chat. Even if you're live right now, which is amazing, and you haven't said anything yet, you can do it later as well. Next week, I'm going to raffle off our giveaway for today, which is going to be the book, The 5 Client Formula, and our nutrition coaching system. You might be thinking, oh man, if I get all that, I won't need to take the next step. I won't need more help and support. Through that stuff, I'll show you why that's probably the wrong way of thinking, because we still need to put that stuff into action. And the best way of doing that is growing and evolving and taking risks and pushing ourselves. That's what the Nutrition Coaching Academy is going to be all about. And I'm excited to deliver it to you guys. That's it for today, gang. Thanks for tuning in. Let me know if you need anything else, and contribute and engage for that giveaway, and we'll go from there. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Bye.